What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Pirates will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into the 26. So Georgia Southern's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
With the catch, it's Gary. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the East Carolina Pirates offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Works the middle of the field. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Hauser. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Might be calling a hot route. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Wants to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Eagles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. To the air, it's Hauser. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Touchdown, ECU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He might want another play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw again. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Once he got some... was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Bradley. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hauser. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs through the tackle.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, East Carolina. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Dallas. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Ware. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Going up top again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dallas. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gregory. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with a score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Montgomery. And the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck. And the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hauser. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Pirates come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilkerson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, East Carolina.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Montgomery. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off play action. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 12.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
East Carolina, 35. Georgia Southern.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Gary. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Eagles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
With the catch, it's Bradley. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Got a man. It's Gary. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Short hands, it's Gregory. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's Wilkerson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the ground with the back. Across the 45. After the filthy move, he's got room. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, ECU.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Backed up now, here's second and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Gregory. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Gregory. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Touchdown, Eagles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
42, Georgia Southern, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Pirates with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. There he goes.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
To the air, it's Hauser. Right on the money. And the Pirates will move the sticks with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Purple Pirates! With that score, looks at bunch is about to go 6-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Georgia Southern, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football.
Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to take a shot on second and short. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
He'll do it himself. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke getting stopped for a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's in open space downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.